It's like giving money away. We had 177 investor landlords registered with us in less than 10 days. It was ridiculous. We had 17 of them scheduled calls to discuss buying properties. I know Ali generated quite a lot of sales from that. So I want to talk to you about the 4 marketing verticals that are essential for letting agents. Now, as you know, we've built dozens and dozens of funnels. We've built hundreds for letting agents, but there's about a couple of dozen templates that we have of different funnels. And I'm going to start to put the meat on the bone here so you can see how you need to build these 4 verticals and then really dig in deep onto how that works. You need to think about your different landlord avatar types, all right? So you've got let only, fully managed landlord, vendor, you might want to write this out as you're doing it yourself, and investors. You create 4 different funnels for 4 different avatar types. You create a hook for each one of these. So you've got a hook, 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 and hook. Remember, a hook for an investor landlord will be very different to a hook for a let-only landlord. And then what you're going to do is you've got a hook which will take them to a landing page. So I'm just going to put landing page, LP, not an old LP. If you're old as me, you know LP means something else. But anyway, LP. Landing page, going to take you to a landing page. And what you're going to do here is that landing page is going to take them to some sort of conversion mechanism, all right? So some sort of conversion tool. I say so conversion, all right? And then that's going to be what is going to take them to you to be on the phone, okay? Call or meeting, whichever the case may be. That basically is what a funnel is, all right? So you need to create 4 different funnels. So the investor landlord one, for example, it could be an off-market funnel. It's one of our best performing funnels at the moment. It could be an investor funnel. We had 177 investor landlords registered with us in less than 10 days. It was ridiculous. We had 17 of them book calls with us, scheduled calls to discuss buying properties. And from that, I know Ali generated quite a lot of sales from that. So investor landlord funnel takes them to a landing page where they talk about how to buy properties off market. Then that offers them so the conversion mechanism in this case would be a scheduled call. So then Ali would have all of those 17 calls. He came into my office like, I've had 17 calls booked in a week. And I went, well, okay, that's good, but actually that's a problem because that isn't a funnel that's working too well. So we need to filter that out again. So we've created a stage 2 filtering mechanism to filter out those 17, which ones are the really hot ones. But anyway, we'll try and go into that detail. But you create a hook, you take them to a landing page, you offer them a scheduled call. On the phone, you then convert them to, if they're a landlord that wants to buy properties, you'll probably have a Zoom meeting with them. You'll talk about how it works. You'll get them to sign your acquisition terms and conditions. You will then get their proof of funds, proof of mortgage, all those sort of different things. You will then introduce them to your landlords that want to sell or properties that you have on the market, and you will do a deal. And it is as simple as that. And you can literally just sit there and make money. Now, we've actually managed in our Wolverhampton branch to get our BDM to be doing this even without Ali. So she's doing this now. Quite often investors are coming through, they want to buy 2 or 3 properties. There's so many landlords coming down and wanting to buy properties. And if we've got 2 or 3 landlords wanting to sell, I just saw in the headlines today and the emails come through to my inbox that 33% of landlords are saying they want to sell. 33%. So I see this as an opportunity to get those old-time landlords that want to sell to actually sell to landlords that want to buy. Now, here's the sting. Write this down, okay? You have a landlord that wants to sell. You say to your landlord, hey, don't put it on the open market. Give me 6 weeks. I'll sell it for free for you. Then what you say to your buyer is, okay, you want to buy properties through us, then you will pay us 2% of the purchase price. Great. That's more than you would get if you sold it. That's stage 2. Stage number 3 is you sign them up on a contract where they promise to put the property with you for 2 years management. So important. Don't just let them buy the property. They have to sign up with you for 2 years management at your normal fees, okay? Now, you can do 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years management if you wanted to. We do 2 just to prove ourselves, okay? So from that, if you had 177 investor landlords register in a week, 17 went to calls. If, say, only 3 of them bought properties, you're going to make £5,000 per property on your acquisition, plus 2 years management on each of those, which let's just say is £2,000 for simple maths. Times that's £10,000. You've made £15,000 on the acquisition fee, plus £10,000 on the management fee. But on top of that, you've also got any refurbishment fees and furniture fees and anything else that you might get as well. That's what we call an off-market funnel. Absolute gold. We only launched that about 5 months ago, and it's absolutely rocking. We've just launched another one, which is even converting better than that. So that's an example of one marketing vertical. So the key here is that you have 4 marketing verticals, one for each of the different landlord types. The trick here is to get the conversion right. Okay, so scheduled call to get the people on the phone, then to be able to say, hey, you need to sign up to our buy-to-let acquisition service, and if it's only 2% of any properties we buy for you, and blah 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 blah, bang, you've then got an opportunity to do that business with them. You then introduce them to landlords who want to sell, and it's easy as that. It's one of the simplest things you can do, and yet I find it absolutely perplexing. The letting agents go, need more landlords, must find tenants, put the two together. Yet they've got landlords wanting to sell and they go, oh, I'll put you in touch with a estate agent friend down the road, or I'll pass you over to sales. It's like giving money away. And it's really hard for people that have an estate agency on to understand this, because they want to get the sales instructions. But actually, you don't want them to sell your letting stock. You want to keep your letting stock, and you want to make money from your letting stock. And I believe what we're also doing here is there's a changing of the guard of landlords. Write that down, as a changing of the guard of landlords. Because I see the old landlords that I was selling to 25 years ago, I see them leaving the market, and I see a new guard coming in. The trick here, guys, is to get these new landlords coming in to sign up with you for management. So if you just sell them the house, you ain't going to get the management. But if you sign them up for 2 years before you sell them the house, you get the management. So basically what you do is you control the whole transaction. Between 97 and 2002, when I was active at this, in those days, which was 20 years ago now, I sold over 450 properties and did 250 refurbs in a 5-year period. And now we've got guys on the ground doing 5, 6 and 7 acquisitions a month now just from this. And literally that 177 investor landlords, they'd only spent about 50 quid on ads. 50 quid, 177. It's crazy. It's really important that you have the whole thing. So there's no point in just having the ads, because you need the funnel. You need the language, you need the follow-up, you need the conversion, you need the training on how to close. If you just had the ads, you haven't got all of this. We're going to be doing this so we're controlling the whole process. So you get the ads, you get the funnel, you get the conversion, you get all of that. And the reason we're controlling it is because we want to see how amazing we can get these results. So we're really going for it. So it's really quite exciting stuff.